Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. In this video, I am going to explain: do not mistake a pious Muslim in India for a terrorist. Content for this video I given in the description. You can go through and study. Muslims in general could easily end up suffering for the sins of Islamist extremist groups. Terrorist attacks by Islamic extremist groups increasingly legitimize the suspicion of Muslims everywhere. Global terrorism intensifies the already negative attitude toward Muslims in India. Indian Muslims who has lived through 9/11 and 26/11, we understand the psychological trauma through which a community is made to go through when a terror activity is equated with a religious belief. Despite communal violence and pervasive poverty in Muslim communities, most Indian Muslims remained peaceful and moderate. It is pertinent to mention that there have been hardly any Indian Muslim outside Jammu and Kashmir who have supported the separatist movement. While extremist violence in Kashmir went for 3 decades, Indian Muslims in rest of the country have consistently refused to join the insurgency there. When the call went out for Muslims to join the global jihad in Afghanistan in the 1980s, about 1 lakh responded from around the world. None, however, was from India. This inherent resilience of Indian Muslims has often been lauded as largely a sign of their strong commitment and patriotism to the national cause. The Indian Muslim community have placed their trust and participated enthusiastically within the secular democratic framework and have often voted for non-Muslim politicians who take up their causes. The major organizations and movements such as the Deoband, Jamaati, Islami, Ahle Hadith and Berelvis have condemned terrorism repeatedly, despite their counterparts in Pakistan and Bangladesh tolerating some levels of violence. So, do not make a pious Muslim for a terrorism. Bible talks about the pain of being a Muslim in India. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 15. Acquitting the guilty, that is Hindutva fundamentalist, and condemning the innocent, that is Muslims, the Lord detests them both. Also in Job chapter 40 verse 8, are you, that is Hindutva ideology, trying to prove that you are innocent by accusing me, that is Muslims, of injustice?